Hey Virgo, this is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with a reading for you for the month of October. I have here a Labradorite, beautiful Labradorite. This is from South Africa, and you can probably see the flame. There's a beautiful, beautiful flame here. Whoa, there it is, there it is. It's great. Now, very grounding, very perfect for an earth sign, just like my setting. What am I saying for you? And this is an earthy month. This is one of the most earthiest months for you, Virgo, because I'm getting excited. Why? Why is that? Because, you know, I can literally smell the ground coming through you. It's not as if you are lying down. No, your projects, your life, your relationships are all experiencing a very grounded effect. They have meat to them, they have substance to them. They are planted and rooted in your research, in your findings, in your self-confidence. There's so much here that is coming up. I can remember 2 months ago, Virgo, where I did speak to you, and especially September, when I said, this is the month you've been planning, you've been planning, you've been planning. Well, I may have said in the last reading to you that the seeds were planted and they're coming up. Well, it's coming up roses. It really is coming up roses. Why is that? Why is that now? And what is the meaning of coming up roses? You're going to start picking the fruits of your labor. But it's not only all business. It's not only all relationships having to do with business or partnerships in that sense. I see that even a friendship that was brought forward in time is giving its fruits. And this is, the sense is this. For example, you may have been seeing someone. You may have been seeing someone for a year, let's say. Every month you've been seeing them, and you've got tired of the routine with them and trying to figure out times when you could see them, and maybe lunchtime, grab a lunch here, or and you want some more relaxation time with them, and you very candidly and timidly suggest, we have to stop meeting like this, joking. And what would you say if we spent, I don't know, couldn't we live closer together or share an apartment? I mean, that's big. That is a big suggestion, but you do it in such a way that it's candid, and it comes from the heart. And you see, what I like about you, Virgo, this month is that you are not, how can I put it? You are not premonito in Italian. You don't have your boundaries up. So there is no intermediary between your mind and what you say. You're very instinctive. You're very off the cuff. Whatever you think, you say. And for everyone around you, Virgo, it is a joy. It is a joy because you get the impression, wow, they must really feel good about themselves, or they're really on the ball, or they know exactly what they want. You don't convey doubt. And you don't convey fear. Now, whether this feeling, this newfound feeling, has come from a place of self-confidence or from a place of love, inner love, outer, or from a divine source, it doesn't make any difference for us. What we want truly is to make it last long, and to keep and to replicate that feeling, to ride with it, and to go forward with it, because it's what allows you to interact with the world in a different way. And it is, I use the word self-confidence, but it's truly all about not having fear, not being fearful, and being having faith. there it is, having faith in what you think, having faith in what you do, having faith in what others, how others would react to you if you open the gates. You know, not being worried about extending yourself. You know, will they rob my soul? You know, that's what usually what fear brings us to think. My soul, I have to guard my soul. So, you know, I need to cover up. But this Virgo is a joy to see. Now, how does this play out? Okay, we talked about a little bit about the significant other or relationships, and you draw closer to them. You draw closer in the sense of working together. Okay, we are on lockdown or semi-lockdown, and we are distant. We have to communicate using Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp, whatever. What you deep down, and I mean it's deep down in your soul, in your heart, you get the message, it comes up that you need to be closer, you need to be more present, you need to be there when people need you, and there it has to be reciprocal. They can count on you and you can count on them. It's sort of that smell that I felt when I turned on the video right away. I took up the labradorite and I started smelling that sense of oneness, that sense of grassroots movement. Now that expression, a grassroots movement, originated, I might be wrong in saying it may have originated in the 60s, but it comes from a place that is grounded, and it's an excellent expression for you, Virgo, for the month of October, because it is, you have made the jump because of recent events. You've made the jump in understanding that, hey, you know, they're just like me. Let's help each other, or let's just communicate. It is all about just communicating. Now, a lot of what I'm saying for many people out there may sound abstract, but if you try to link it to things that are happening in your life, you'll understand a bit more clearly how it affects you. Now, it's not all work and no play. There is a moment of enjoyment, but I see you concentrated. Even the enjoyment that you seek out, the pleasure that you seek, is always done in the same fashion. This grassroots extension horizontally. Okay, let me call all my friends and say, oh, there's a new movie out. It's a great thriller. Let's go. We've been talking about this for so long. Come on, I'll pick you up. She'll pick that one up, and he'll go with that one. And we'll all meet at, 6, 7, 8. And we'll have a drink or get some popcorn, do whatever, and then we'll go. Okay, we'll have dinner and then we'll go. Or we'll go and then have dinner. You know, so it's a night and we're all doing it. You know, this grassroots gang, you know, I'm going to call it. It's a grassroots movement that you yourself actually, Virgo, instigate. You yourself begin. You are the precursor. It's like as if you were calling everyone to arms, you know, not for a battle or not for military power, but calling everyone, waking them up. It's like a wake-up call. Ding, 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 ding. Time to go to the movies, gang. So you are a very dynamic force. You're a very dynamic force. Let me take a look at, I'm using this month the Lemurian Star Child oracle cards. They look like this on the outside. They are huge. They feel like bricks in my hand. The deck is made up of 88 cards, and even though I shuffle the cards, all the decks that I have off camera, I always like to do it again on camera. Now, let me see if I can. Okay, perfect. Take it from the top. Take it from the top. These typically have a name to the card and then an explanation. So I'll show you this. It says, I hope the lighting is good enough. It says flow, just like the background earth is flowing. Flow, release, control. And this is what you actually do. Divine will, oceanic consciousness. Now, I'm going to look at that oceanic consciousness and what it means when we talk of not only waters, but oceans. We say rivers run deep and water, class is not water. So there are conflicting ways we speak of water. Now, in an ocean is typically thought to be large. Oceanic consciousness is that idea of we are one. Let me take a rune yes. We've got Yera. Now, Yera is a rune that talks about rewards. They're rewards for your efforts. They're rewards. It's the universe paying you back, Virgo. It's the universe paying you back, even in terms of justice for those of you who are waiting for a ruling. And legalities, legal issues, they are coming up. They're emerging the month of October. What's interesting about this talks about time. Yera beats time. Yera beats time. And it tells you that the time is coming and you have worked hard. This is the moment that you have been waiting for. I'm going to take another rune in this bag of tricks here. Wait, before I show you the rune, I want to let you hear the background for you this month. And I'll close with that as well. We have Thurisats. Now, Thurisats, we know Thurisats is a pickle. We know Thurisats is a difficult rune. We know Thurisats, it's bright stave, so it's right side up. It's all about protection. It's all about luck. And it means it's sort of the feeling of strength in numbers, actually. So there's this sensation of you creating this grassroots movement with your friends on the job, with people in supermarkets. You go into the supermarket and you look and you see some of the labels not right on one of the products, and a person's next to you thinking the same thing. And you're saying, okay, well, let's go and show this to the manager. You know, coming together, there's strength in numbers. Now I'm going to take these tarot cards, which are the tarot of the Celtic fairies. So I'm going to mix them. As I said, these were already mixed off camera. I like this deck because it is both a serious deck and a light deck, in the sense of the way it gives messages is not a drastic deeming and damning way. So let's see what this says. Let's see what these cards tell you, Virgo. Let's see how interesting it is. All right, we have here the Five of Coins. Typically, the Five of Coins is a card that talks of emotional poverty, financial poverty, spiritual poverty. The message here is slightly different. And you see that these two characters, these two fairies, are in an ocean setting, in low water. Okay, so that is a key, in low water. We talked about oceanic consciousness. Even if they may be near the ocean, we're talking about something big, profound, deep. Seven of Coins, the Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins is a possibilistic meaning here. You have the ability to spread light. You have the ability to spread your spiritual lightness. It's all about light. And when I say lightness, I mean the light, but I also mean your soul's ethereal nature, the lightness of being. Then we have the Fool. And the Fool is quite an interesting card, mixed in with these two. It's calling for you, it's telling you, it's because the cards are telling me what I see for you in October, which is the future, even if today may be the 1st of October, but it is the future. And what they capture from your state of being and what they foresee for your state of being. And then we know that tarot card readings are all about guidance. We can say that this could happen. If this happens, you do this, and this happens. You can change the course of your events. What I'm seeing here is that you are at the beginning of a new countenance, a new way of extending yourself to others. There may have been, ladies and gentlemen, Virgo friends, there may have been some seeds of these, some flowers coming up in previous months when you started contacting other people, maybe even long lost people that you haven't talked to for a long time, because you were feeling lighter, and it had perhaps a secondary meaning, but all in all, it was truly in the spirit of, yes, I'm here, and I know that I can count on you as well. Now, remarkable things are happening now. Truly remarkable things. And in Italian, we say nel bene e nel male. Just as when you're going to the altar and the person who's marrying you, or to the municipality, saying for better or for worse. There are remarkable things happening, for better or for worse. Some people are experiencing extremely difficult situations, and others are extremely magical and surprising situations. What the common denominator here for you, Virgo, is the extremely surprising situations, because things occur and you constantly feel surprised, even though you know that you did your homework, even though you know that you are both to blame when things go wrong and the one to reward. Just like we saw with the runes, they are rewards. I'm going to take the Vera Sibilla cards that I adore, and they're an oracle deck. They work much differently from the Lemurian Star Child oracle. They have numbers, they have meanings, it's different. They're profound, they look so light. They come from a faraway culture and faraway time, and an Italian culture, really. The Sybils in the mountains, the Sybils were oracles, female oracles, and they would be hidden in caves, and people would go to them and to hear what they would say. We have La Donna Maritata, the married woman, literally, the translation, but she is the protector. She's a guardian. She can also be stern. Then we have Stanza, which is a room. It is a room. It is a room of communication. You can see the land going right through that card. It's a room of communication. And that is communication imminently coming in. Then we have this character. Okay, we have this character. And this is, he's a house domestic, similar to a clergy member in that era. In these cards, they hide things. They're sleazy. Now, if we put these all together, this is the way they have come out. With the Donna Maritata first, who's directly in contact, and I see here there's oral contact with people who previously to the period of October, Virgo, you would have not believed in, you would have not given them the time of day, you didn't trust them, and they still are, for many other people, mistrustful. They cannot be trusted. But you are really, this is the month of the benefit of a doubt. You are trusting, you have faith. And it's interesting to see because you are not always that way, Virgo. You're not always that way. I mean, I do remember my readings for you. And I know that there what is more than meets the eye when you communicate with someone, when you give to someone. It comes from a place that's different from other signs. And it comes from a place that takes a long time to come out of. Okay, there's a lot of simmering before it comes out. I'm going to take a few more runes. We'll start with one. And we have here Isa. Isa means literally ice. And Isa tells us there's a cooling down in relationships. And if I have to base this comment, the cooling down, on the last three sibilla cards, I would say there is a cooling down between that person who was not to be trusted and yourself. You are giving them the benefit of the doubt, and before there was a heated type of relationship, now it's cooling down. Cooling down in sense of a fiery is cooling down, not in the sense of passion. Okay, this is antagonism, in the sense of antagonism. I'm going to take the tarot deck, the Celtic fairies, and pull three cards from under the deck. The first is our Queen of Cups. Our Queen of Cups. Then we have the Tower card, our Queen of Cups, the Tower card, and the Two of Wands. Now, isn't this interesting? The Two of Wands refers to that person that you knew, who you have decided to give trust to. And the Tower indicates fire sign. So they may be a fire sign. They may be a fire sign. And of course, the Queen of Cups is there to represent the way you are feeling toward them, but as we saw also with others. What I like about this, I'm going to take one more sibilla card from under the deck, and this is Malinconia, which is melancholy. It is a brief moment when you look back, and this is the third week. I'm looking at the third week of October here. It comes out to me as the third week of October. When you, in relation to that person, could be a male, could be a female, in relation to that person, you do look back and you think, the way we were before we were, when we then weren't any longer. You know, there was something played out. There was flames, fire, and then ice. Okay, this now is a different era for you, Virgo. Completely a different era, I have to say. So shore up your readiness and your energy, and get ready to go, because it's a different month. This is sort of a game changer for you. I do hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Virgo friends, and do subscribe, like, and share my videos. Push that notification button so you'll be notified when I have my videos up. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, until we read together again. Bye-bye.